Guten Abend zusammen, ich begrüße euch zu den Statements der Trainer nach dem Spiel der Düsseldorfer EG gegen die Bietigheim Steelers, Endstand 1:4. Die anderen Ergebnisse: Krimitschau besiegt Weiden 2:1, Landshut besiegt Kaufbeuren 4:2, Kassel unterliegt Rosenheim 2:3 nach Verlängerung, Bad Nauheim unterliegt Regensburg 4:7, Freiburg Ravensburg 1:5 und Weißwasser Krefeld 2:4. Bei mir sind die beiden Trainer, Alexander Dück für Bietigheim, Rich Czernomatz für die DEG. Dein Statement.
Ja, guten Abend zusammen. Ich würde sagen, wir sind gut in das Spiel gestartet. Haben mal dann 2 Tore erzielen können in den ersten 10 Minuten. Und ab dahin sind wir vom Spiel mehr oder weniger weggegangen, meine ich. Düsseldorf hat mehr und mehr Spielanteile gehabt, gerade im zweiten Drittel. Wir haben nicht viele Möglichkeiten gehabt, aber das ist, glaube ich, für beide Mannschaften ein sehr wichtiges Spiel gewesen. Es war für uns wichtig, dass wir das Ergebnis halten und am Ende könnte man sogar ein bisschen erhöhen. Ich sage, die 10 Minuten am Ende haben es gereicht, um das Spiel zu gewinnen. Ja, das ist soweit von meiner Seite.
Vielen Dank. Rich.
Guten Abend zusammen. I sound like a broken record. Every time we play at home and we have a less than average start, which again tonight put ourselves under the from behind right from the start because we refuse at times with our key players to make simple little plays when we're under pressure in the defensive zone, which turns out to be another turnover instead of sometimes just firing the puck up off the boards or the glass so the puck is out to stop pressure. And as soon as those mistakes happen, because we're always trying to make the perfect pass or the perfect play, that's what happens. And unfortunately, in the second period, we take a couple penalties, but we have 2 forwards that work their ass off to first of all finish a check, make a good pass, and the second guy beats his guy off the boards when we're shorthanded to finally allow us to score a goal to get back in the game. And then we had poor coverage again on their third goal because guys are standing around watching where the puck is instead of going to the man that they're supposed to be picking up. And to me, the problem right now, and has been for a while, is guys want to play their way, especially our key guys, as opposed to playing the way in the game plan that's been set forth for them to play. That's where the mistakes are happening, and it's costing us unnecessary goals against, not because the other team is doing the right things. It's because we're doing the wrong things because we're not doing and making that commitment using our bodies to finish checks when we need to and to keep the game simple. That's why we're in the situation that we're in. And you know what? We had 10 forwards and 6 defensemen, and that's what other teams have been playing with pretty much all year. And it was an opportunity for our young guys to step up, and I didn't see that tonight. But the mistakes that happen are going to continue to happen until the guys start realizing that they got to do things the way that they're asked to do and supposed to do, that they do in practice, and not just lose their minds and lose their heads because they get down a goal right from the very shift of the game. Very first shift of the game, you can see 3 or 4 breakdowns, and to me, that starts with your key guys that can play the game and have played the game the right way that has allowed us to win some games. But I'm not going to sit here and say our goaltending was not efficient enough, because it was. And that's where we're at right now, and I'm very disappointed. They're disappointed, but they're more frustrated, but they don't realize why they're frustrated, and it's because they're not doing the right things at the right times that they're asked to do. And that's, as far as the game tonight, was the reason why we lost the game the way we did in the third period. Thank you.
Ich versuche zusammenzufassen. Er hat gesagt, er glaubt, er klingt wie eine kaputte Schallplatte oder wie eine Schallplatte, die einen Sprung hat. Erneut hatten wir in einem Heimspiel keinen guten Start. Wir sind direkt einem Rückstand hinterhergelaufen. Schlüsselspieler haben Fehler gemacht, haben Scheibenverluste. Wir versuchen zu perfekt zu spielen. Er hat dann einzelne Spielszenen beschrieben, auch dass beim dritten Gegentor Spieler nur zusehen. Es liegt daran, dass die Mannschaft sich nicht ausreichend an den Spielplan hält. Es liegt nicht immer nur am Gegner, es liegt auch an unseren eigenen Fehlern, dass wir nicht einfach genug spielen. Und auch die jungen Leute hätten die Gelegenheit gehabt, heute bei der kleinen Mannschaft sich zu zeigen. Das hätte er nicht gesehen. Er wäre sehr enttäuscht, die Mannschaft ist sehr enttäuscht, aber es liegt an ihr selber. Gibt es Fragen bei der Trainer? Ben Schwickerer hat reinschappt.
Hey, Rich, I thought after the last game, I thought your team realized that it's not one of the top teams in the league and it played the right way. Do you think it was overconfident today that they thought, well, we can play it on the other?
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, there's been a tendency, especially at home. Why do we have slow starts? Are the guys not preparing properly off the ice? We do video clips of the other team on our pre-scout before the game. We talk about the things that we've got to get better at, which is our starts. We had a great start in Landshut the other night and carried through for the entire game. But when we don't have that mindset of being in the game right from the very start, that's when the breakdowns happen. And I'd like to say for the majority of the time, you could live with the physical mistakes when the guys are being over aggressive, but the mental mistakes are the ones that always hit you in the ass or kick you in the ass and allow the other team to get ahead of you, because the jobs or the responsibilities that guys are supposed to be doing don't get done, and that's the reason why.
I think the fans were furious. Did you realize it in the end?
Everybody's furious. The players are furious. Management is furious. Ownership is furious. Fans are furious, right? But at the same time, the people that are inside that dressing room, as far as the leadership group is concerned, they have to start by leading by example, by doing the things that they're supposed to be doing or asked to do, and then the rest will follow. And I don't know exactly what it is, but you can't babysit the guys and let the guys off the hook when they give subpar performances like that. And you can sit here and talk about pressure, right? Pressure, you can't feel it, you can't touch it, you can't smell it. It starts with you as an individual looking in the mirror and deciding whether or not you're going to change the way that you've been playing by accepting, first of all, responsibility and accountability for the actions that you do on the ice. And that's the number one thing, because sometimes that separates from having a little bit of an ego. And the players get treated very well here off the ice. They play in a good building. They have everything. So there are no excuses for the players why they can't perform on a more consistent basis than they do. And normally, you know what? Coaches always want to protect their players and stuff. And if we would have played a decent game tonight and still lost 3, I'd be telling you a totally different thing. But after that tonight, no, I can't.
Another topic, I think in the last weeks and even today, you get to your first line very much ice time. Are you a little bit worried that later in the season they might be running out of gas?
We had 7 guys sitting in the stands tonight that are hurt, right? It was a good opportunity for some of the younger guys to get more ice time. We had 10 forwards and we had 6 defensemen, right? With Noren as a forward having to play defense last night or tonight because we play again on Sunday. So, you know, you could sit here and make up things, but it's really simple for me what goes on, because right now after the game, Rob and I are sitting in and watching the video to see so they can come back to the players and say, here, what do you see here? They all know, but when you put a little bit of pressure on them in that regard, question is, how do you want to respond? Coach is too hard, too negative. Well, When you're losing, yeah. It's hard to be positive when guys don't follow the system that they're asked to do, and it all comes down to one thing, and is one-on-ones. And we do too much puck watching when we're defending, because guys aren't checking their shoulders to see who their guy is that they need to box out in front of the net. Third goal was a perfect example. We had a defenseman standing in front of our goalie. He made the save. The rebound was right there. His guy's off to the side of the net instead of going to the guy before the point shot was even made.
Did they complain that you were too tough on them?
I don't really care, to be honest with you. When, how do you want to be positive when things like that are happening? Seriously.
Vielen Dank. Ich nehme an, es gibt keine weiteren Fragen. Dann den Gästen viel Erfolg am Sonntag gegen Landshut. Für uns geht es nach Weiden. Für heute war es das. Vielen Dank. Und tschüss.